On this episode of Studio H, it's all seriousness.
No funny business this time around.
You can't laugh.
Have another opportunity. Taylor Jamison will take that three.
The Heights girls basketball team finished with an overall record of 19 wins and 1 loss. The girls were undefeated, winning 19 games straight before Bishop Carroll broke the streak at home this past Tuesday. Even with a loss, the girls still finished in first place in the City League. Tuesday, March 3rd, Heights will be hosting a first-round playoff game. Check Keisha.org for an exact time and opponent tomorrow.
Off the glass for Stanley.
Almost Maine is a play that actually is made up of 9 short plays. They're about 10 minutes long, and they're all set in this town called Almost Maine, which is a made-up town, but it's in a real area. And they're all about love in one form or another. And some of them, it's new love, and some of them is love that's ending, and some of it's, but it's all about, they're all built around that idea of love. I had a great cast. I had Ari Brock, who is a junior. I had Olivia Fallier, who is a freshman. I'm gonna mess it up. I'm not gonna remember everybody when it's done. Caleb Bartlett was one of my actors. Clayton Peoples was one of my actors. Sam White, Michaela Wagner, Lenise Jones, and Sophia Nunez Perez. And I thought that the performances went really, really well. It's live theater, so there's always something weird that happens, and that's part of the beauty of theater, is that when something doesn't quite work out the way that it's supposed to, when something is in the wrong place or whatever, then having the actors, as they are adapting and they're improvising around whatever problem has occurred, is part of what makes live theater so cool, that you never see the same performance twice. You can't hit rewind, and that's what makes it cool.
The Heights boys varsity bowling team just won second place in the city. Silas Limes finished in first place and Mac Prothero finished second. Today, the Heights boys and girls bowling team is going to Junction City for regionals. Check Keisha.org for final results. Their regional finish will determine if they qualify for the state tournament at North Rock on March 5th.
Esports is essentially like the NFL of like the gaming industry. It's a bunch of like organizations creating teams to compete like on a worldwide level. I think Heights would benefit from having an esports team. It helps people work on their communication skills, having to work in a team-based environment, and it gives kids who spend 7 hours a day learning at school, maybe 2 hours or so after school doing homework. It gives them time to do what they want to do after school, and if that's playing video games. The pros would be probably like building communication and teamwork skills. Like, you're gonna be in an environment where you have to communicate with people if you want to do better. It also helps you build a career. Like, it can build a future career. Like, there's esports players that get paid just as much, if not more, than doctors, video producers, movie editors. There's people up there who are on that same level. Also, there are schools out there who provide scholarships for gaming. Off the top of my head, I know WSU does it, along with their ITT, like their tech class. They provide scholarships for players that want to pursue a career in like the gaming industry, whether it be coaching, like actually playing. But there are multiple schools who provide scholarships for that, and that's a free ride to college.
The Heights boys basketball team finished their season with an overall record of 8 wins and 12 losses. They tied for 5th place in the City League with a record of 7 wins and 9 losses. Currently, they are ranked 12th in the 6A West Division. Next week, they will play in the first round of the state playoffs on the road. Check Keisha.org for the exact time and location tomorrow.
Today and tomorrow is the state wrestling tournament at Hartman Arena. The Heights Falcons qualified 6 wrestlers for this tournament. Elias Powell at 106 pounds, Luke Ryder at 113 pounds, Vontre Dean at 132 pounds, Justin Myers at 195 pounds, and Kaylin Lowry at 285 pounds.
South and your little Royal Wichita North.
The first ever girls state championship was on Thursday in Salina. Sakia Tucker Dunbar was the only Heights girl to qualify. She won by first period pin to advance to the quarterfinals. She entered the tournament with a 2-2 record, finishing one match short of medaling. Congrats to Sakia on a great performance in the first ever girls state wrestling championships.
Last week we had our winter homecoming dress-up days, assembly and dance. On Wednesday we had tourist day. On Thursday, we had Meme TikTok Day. On Friday, we had Cowboy Alien Day. On Thursday afternoon, we had our homecoming pep assembly. Saturday night, we had our homecoming dance where Trevor Davis was named king and Haley Farron was queen. Andre Carter was prince and Becca Kaufman was princess.
This year's qualifiers were, we had two divers, Colby Adams and Tate Harrison. And we had the medley relay of Gus Dinliner, Javen Titus, Evan Jensen, and Austin Campbell. We put the medley relay, we put them on the medal. They were 7th place, so they medaled at state in 6A. I thought our breaststrokers had really good swims. Caden Clausen cut time for the 3rd consecutive week, so he had a good showing at state. And Javen Titus ended up qualifying 10th for the finals, because that's a really, really good swim for Javen. I just have to say how hard they worked, that they didn't let the 6A thing kind of scare them. They kept working towards the 6A standards. And then once we got to state, they had stayed positive. They stayed willing to work and try and compete to the best of their ability, and they kept trying to move up, and so that's probably what this team is I'm most proud of.
Hey guys, welcome back to Kate and Case. Here are this week's events.
Today and tomorrow there will be a state wrestling at Hartman Arena at 8 a.m.
On March 3rd and 4th, there are auditions for the thespian play at 3:10 in the Heights Drama Room.
Also on March 3rd, there will be an instrumental concert at 7 p.m. at the Heights Auditorium.
On March 5th, there is a spring vocal music concert at 7 p.m. in the Heights Auditorium.
Also, make sure to check out Keisha.org on Saturday to find out when and where our basketball teams will play next. Have a good day!